actually cannot believe that I'm currently doing this and talking to the camera in public. But here we are. I have a 5 hour layover. I was supposed to have a 5 hour layover, and then my flight from Tartu got delayed 2 hours because it was too cold to take off, and we had to wait for the temperature to get warmer in order to be able to put the, I don't know what's it called, like some kind of thing on the plane so that it wouldn't freeze. But it was too cold, and the pilot literally came and talked with us. I mean, because the airport is tiny. And he was like, yeah, we have to wait for it to get at least half a degree warmer. So what can you do? It was like minus 18, 19, something like this. I've never had a flight be delayed because of how cold it is, but I guess it can happen. Anyways, this is not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the book that I'm reading, because I decided that what better time than right now is to start reading paranormal romances. Of course, I've read Twilight, but I haven't read anything other than Twilight. And there are these two books by Ali Hazelwood, and I love Ali Hazelwood. Basically, all of her books that I've read, I've enjoyed. I've had a good time. No notes. I don't know what Ali Hazelwood puts in her books, but she's a great writer. Anyways, she has these two books called Bride and Mate, and I decided that today, while I'm traveling, it's gonna be a long travel day. I have a 5 hour flight. I'm gonna start Bride, and I did start, and I read 18% of it. Basically, what I've understood about the premise is that there's vampires, werewolves, humans. The vampire, like the main girl, Misery, is the FMC, is getting married to a werewolf in order to maintain peace in wherever they're living. And I think she has another motive to her marriage. Of course, it's a arranged marriage, and she doesn't know the guy, the werewolf she's marrying. Describing this plot, I'm like, what am I reading? This is so funny and weird. Anyways, I think her best friend is missing, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna marry this werewolf because my dad wanted me to do it anyway, in order to find out what happened to her best friend. Serena is her name. And what I've gathered from these books is I think the second book, Mate, is about Serena and her love story. So I'm assuming Serena is a werewolf, and Misery at this point in the story, 18% in, like 4 chapters in, doesn't know. I mean, there's a lot of details, but overall I'm finding it fun, and I have already giggled. I think even it captured on here. I was reading it on the plane at like 8 in the morning, and I was like giggling my way through it. So I'm only 18% through, so I'm very, very excited about it. I just need something fun for the journey, and I'm just curious also about paranormal romances. There are some other paranormal romances I'm very fascinated in them, but I'm also scared. I don't know if the idea of like werewolves especially is appealing to me. I think Ali Hazelwood's paranormal romance is a good place to start. So I will keep you updated, and yeah, I'm also curious to see how much I'm gonna read on the plane. Probably not a lot. I want to sleep. I'm tired. I woke up at 3:30, but let's see how much I get through the book. There's about an hour left of this flight. I am defeated. Traveling is fun, but these flights when you're by yourself sitting in the aisle seat, I think it's the waking up at 3:30 that's actually catching up with me right now. Anyways, what I wanted to actually tell you is that I'm really enjoying the book, and I feel like it's more of like a mystery because the main character, Misery, is looking, or she's looking for her best friend Serena, and it's good so far. I'm like 55, something like that, percent in through, and it's going well, and it's the only thing that's getting me through this flight right now. Wow, it looks so cozy. I mean, I am cozy right now. Very quick update on the book that I'm currently reading, Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I'm loving it so much. I have never been a fan of like anything werewolf. I've always been very anti-werewolf. I've always been Team Edward. But I love these werewolves so much. Like the community aspect of this book is, I think, my favorite part. I mean, of course, the romance, and I'm now like 75% through. I'm even more excited for the next book, Mate, because I think that is between two werewolves. I'm like, wait, is this paranormal romance, like especially werewolf romance? Is that my new thing? Is that going to be a thing that I enjoy? Question mark. Especially when I'm writing my thesis and stuff. I need escapism. If you see me reading werewolf romance, mind your own business. I have no other updates. Just genuinely loving and enjoying this. And it's making me so happy. I'm always a bit embarrassed if I like or am enjoying these romance books, especially paranormal romance between a vampire and werewolf. Like, what even is that? But hey, I'm just having fun, okay? God, this light is so bad. Super quick reading update. I've been procrastinating with doing this update. I don't know why. Finished Bride. I loved it. Gave it 5 stars. It was so fun. I loved the vampire werewolf dynamics. It was also interesting because there was a mystery, and there are a few things that I really did not enjoy. One word I'm gonna say is not, but I've been informed by my lovely roommate, Ananya, that the Megaverse is insane. And yeah, I'm glad. Like, I think I'm gonna read more paranormal romances, especially werewolf romances in the future. But I'm glad that Ali Hazelwood, I think, version of a paranormal romance is quite subtle and soft. Yeah, anyways, now I'm already 43% through Mate, so I'm on chapter 17, and I'm liking it. I love the werewolf dynamic thing, and I think that's the most surprising thing for me overall, is that I'm actually enjoying the werewolf thing, because I've always been, as I said before, Team Edward. But the thing that's kind of surprising to me is that I don't like Serena. I find her character interesting, but at the same time I'm annoyed with her, and I thought I would like the second book more because of the vibes of the first one. I'm curious to see. Like, I'm still probably gonna give it 5 stars. It's also like a mystery somewhat, so I'm loving that part, but I'm definitely like reading it slower. I think because 1, I don't want this to end, and 2, because Serena is... she has that je ne sais quoi that I don't like, but I think it will all make sense in the end. Like, right now, I just kind of want her to stop lying and open her mouth. And also, like, Cohen is kind of pissing me off. It's the MMC in this one. But yeah, I'm having a good time, but I don't know, something's off, but I think that's the point, and I think I'm gonna find out soon what's off about it, because the first one I was just rooting for Misery, and I liked Low from the start. And here, I like Cohen. There have been many cute moments, but Serena is pissing me off. But I get it why she is the way she is. But yeah. Also, another part that I love about this series or books is that in the beginning of each chapter, there's just like a paragraph or like a few sentences or one sentence about what the MMC is thinking. And it just gives it the... I like that it's not dual POV, but it's like, here is a little piece of information from the MMC, and here is what the FMC is doing, thinking, and let's follow her storyline. I'm really liking it, and I think more romance books should be like that, because sometimes I feel like when it's dual POV, it kind of ruins it for me, because I'm like, okay, I know what both sides are thinking at all times, and there's no like yearning, like there is usually, but it'll... like, for some reason this is so much sweeter to me, because I feel like there's more mystery around it. Anyways, these are my very late night thoughts about this, and I'm going to bed now. Hey!
Hey! go my phone. Oh my god, I look. She's
Guess-
going to Instagram.
Guess who's about to finish? I mean, not really. I still have 30% to go, but. Okay, I need to be a bit more quiet because Ananya is sleeping, but I just finished Mate by Ali Hazelwood, and yeah, I loved it. Yeah. Last time I think I spoke with you guys, I was like, I'm not really sure about this. I liked the first book more, but in the end, did I have a good time? Yes, I did have a good time because there was a mystery and Ali Hazelwood does the plot twist so well. Both of the books, while I was reading them, I audibly gasped. I was like, oh, I did not see that coming. It's a romance, paranormal romance, so there were a few things I didn't think were necessary, but because it's a paranormal romance, I get it, I guess. Anyways, and yeah, I enjoyed the mystery part of it, and I enjoyed how everything in the end came together. And also, Serena was annoying me in the beginning, but in the end, she redeemed herself, and I understand why she was the way she was. The things that happened, I honestly didn't really see them coming, but also I was just reading, having a good time, and going with the flow. I wasn't really trying to come up with theories and stuff. So, yeah. Would I give it 5 stars? Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna give this series a 5-star overall because I had a good time, and that's the most important thing, and that's what I wanted out of these books, and that's exactly what I got out of these books. And I am open to reading more paranormal romances in the future now. Personally, I did like Bright more than I liked Mate, but I have a newfound appreciation for werewolves. I'm still Team Edward, but I could potentially be Team Werewolf in some other series. Because, for example, in this book series, I'm Team Werewolf. So, those are my very late night thoughts. And I think that's it. Also, is this series gonna end? Or will there be more? Because I would be so happy if there was more. Okay, there's also Bound by Ali Hazelwood, but it's an audio only. Can't access it. My Libby doesn't have it. Anyways, I think I love Ali Hazelwood's STEM romances that she has, but I think something about these paranormal romances, I think they might even be my favorite Ali Hazelwood work, which is surprising also to say. But I think this is probably the top work for me by Ali Hazelwood. And then maybe Deep End. I think I like that one a lot. And then I think I like Love Theoretically and Love on the Brain maybe. I think that might be my top 5. I do hope she comes out with more paranormal romances because I would read them. And maybe Bound will someday be in my Libby or my local library. Probably not, but fingers crossed. So far, it has been a good reading year, and I encourage everyone to step out of their comfort zone and read something that they might not think that they would enjoy. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you soon. Bye!